King Salmon, the town, in search of king salmon, the ultimate sport fish. Below us is a favorite spot for king, the moody and graceful Alagnac River. It's the dream of many an angler to be casting into a peaceful river or stream and suddenly have the water in front of them come alive as the mighty king bends his rod in half.
Watch your step there. Welcome.
In this part of the Alaska outdoors, the king run is heaviest in July. But now it's mid-August, and Evan and Alan Swenson are looking for a last chance at the first thrill in Alaska sport fishing.
I missed the early part of the king run, so when I was out here at Alagnac River, the guide told me that there was a chance we'd catch Chinook, or king. And so that excited me, so I decided to take him up on it.
It was a partially cloudy day. Evan showed up looking for Chinook like everybody else in the last 6 weeks, wanting to catch a big fish.
It's not unusual to catch king in the Alagnac that weigh over 40 pounds.
So in the morning we went out and went for kings. Different kind of experience I never had before.
He was excited. I was a little excited. Here was this guy that traveled a long ways to look for a big fish.
This king of the salmon is such a powerful fish that the drag on an ordinary reel probably wouldn't make it past the fish's third or fourth run downstream.
Come right into the trees here.
Yeah. I'd never fished with the equipment that we'd fished with before, so he had to teach me how to use it.
This is a flame orange spin glow. This is size 2. I'm using a small red bead below it and a 5/0 mustad thin wire.
How do you get this on here? Do you buy them like that?
No. Custom designed and made here. And those white propellers right there really turn the fish on. It activates them.
Oh, yeah?
They try to hit that then?
Oh, they go after it. They love it.
I'd never fished with a level wind reel before. And except when I was a kid, way back when it was the only way when you fished with those, you always just tangled up.
It pretty much takes care of everything for you.
So one of those magnetic brakes on it?
No, there's no Magnaforce. This is the old Ambassador with a straight drive.
With your basic thumb on the...
Basic thumb. Thumb burner, they're called.
Good way to catch kings. Good way to fish. I enjoyed that.
When you're ready to make a cast, put some thumb pressure on the reel and bringing the rod forward about a 45-degree angle off the water. The most effective part of your drift will be from 12 o'clock to 2:30.
Okay.
And the fish will take it somewhere in that area.
Now, do they strike pretty hard, or is it just...
It'll be a subtle strike.
You really got to entice them into a strike, and when they come on the bite, they're very active. Boy, they'll slam anything.
Evan, we got a spot picked out for you right here. Okay. This is called King Point.
That's the one I want.
You bet. I'm going to have you casting upstream towards the mouth of this little slough. And I do believe that there's a large Chinook laying right off this break this morning. Right here in this smooth water, as it comes around this point, the Chinook are coming in real close, and they're laying off the current.
They give the fish the name Oncorhynchus sauwicha. Sauwicha is a name that I believe comes from the Indians and from the Russians possibly, for this majestic, large fish. It's a patience game this time of the season.
We thought there was kings there, and there was.
Fish on!
Woo! All right! Look at that baby! How big is it?
Oh, I don't know. 25 pounds? I don't know.
Bring her on down towards the point with you, Alan.
All right.
You want Alan to bring the fish, or the fish to bring Alan?
I don't think it'll make a lot of difference. It's going to be the same anyway.
He was about 65 pounds because he just got away.
Yeah, at least 65.
At least 65.
That's the way it goes.
You did say 65, not 25, didn't
Yeah.
you?
Not big enough.
King's a different kind of a fish. They're a bigger fish, of course.
The fish we have here probably average 30 pounds.
Fish on! We got another one! Woo!
Is it a king?
I don't know.
I believe it's a jack.
Is it jack or silver?
The jack is also a king, an immature male. But for some reason, the spawning urge causes them to leave the Pacific and return to the freshwater 3 or 4 years before the growth cycle is complete.
Ooh, that's beautiful.
Silver. Pretty. Nice little fish.
Yeah.
Take him home to your girlfriend.
Yeah, my girlfriend and my wife.
I'll go lay him in the boat for
All
you.
right.
Okay.
Catch me a bigger one there.
All right.
I decided I'd take him up to Mary's and park him on the bank for a while and try for a big Chinook. We probably spent an hour there.
The guide furnished me with an excellent rod that he had handmade himself.
I just kept talking him into casting one more time, one more time.
I just had a feeling I was going to catch one, and bounced it along, and I felt a king take it, and I set the hook, and then the battle was on. It's the king.
Watch him real closely. At any moment, he may break on you and head for the lower 48.
And then where do I go?
Right after him.
It's your magic reel that done it, Ted.
That's it. That's it. They love red. That's why I wear this jacket. If I ever fall in, it's the only way to go. Big Chinook.
It's just virtually impossible to get a big king back upriver once they set their mind that they're going downriver. So consequently, you've got to follow him. You've got to chase him.
And I've lost more fish right there from people not being able to get to the boat in time and have them spool it right there. 200 yards of line, whew, down the river.
Okay, watch this fish now. He's going to come in behind us. Okay, come on in. Come on into the boat with it. Come on.
As soon as I hooked him, he went out about 100, 150 yards. The guide grabbed me, we jumped in the boat, and we started following him.
Come right into the center of the boat here.
Okay. Occasionally you get lucky, but most of the time it's just goodbye city. Just hold on to your line and hope that you get most of it back when he breaks it off.
Working. Watch him when he comes to the side now. Way back, way back.
They'll run around that boat. I know they're doing it to tire their adversary. They come to the surface, they check them out, and they start circling. They work them. They work the people. Sometimes I wonder who's getting the biggest workout.
Take him around.
Here he goes.
He's checking you out, Evan. Is that it?
The king was taking line all the way, and we played him for, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes. How long do you think he'll fight till we can boat him?
We'll watch him here. He's still green.
You don't think he's ready to come in then?
We make an attempt for him, we could lose him at this point.
They'll do that. They'll take a wild run. They'll come to the boat then and calm right down, and you think you've almost got the fish. Pretty soon, away he goes again.
Follow him back. Way out. Way out.
Strong. Little moody. You kind of got to think like a fish to catch him out there. You hook one, you've got to get right on top of him, and you've got to work him. And once he realized he was hooked, he was leaving the hole. And Evan had to take him around the boat about 48 dozen times.
Going around the boat again.
Right around the boat.
Gotta circle the enemy.
You hook one, and he may come right to the boat, hide under the boat for cover, or he may head for the shore.
Complete circle.
They'll stay away from the prop, just enough to keep themselves from getting chewed up, but just enough to get that line in there.
Coming over, Ted.
Evan's fish was up to that. He had thoughts of doing that, but Evan was able to turn his pole and keep the fish away. So the fisher's only other option was to work Evan around the boat.
Right around. He's going to work you around this boat.
He's probably down there saying I'm about ready to net him.
No.
Look at that, just round and around. I'm getting dizzy, Ted.
Hang on.
Can we have him go the other way?
He was going from side to side, side to side with that fish.
Oh, is everything bringing up?
He was getting pretty tired just running. I think he was sweating. For a time there, I was wondering if Evan was going to keep that fish.
Oh, on the boat. I'd say that the game right now is still tied, Ted. Woohoo! Look at him.
There he goes. All you got to do is talk to him.
Now he wants that underneath the boat business.
These fish are pretty river wise. They seem to know every nook and cranny and every hang up in the whole river. And invariably, if there's a snag there, he'll go right underneath it and wrap that line.
Oh, boy. I got a crook in my arm. There's the surface. I don't know, he must have made 6, 7 runs before we finally got him up close to the boat.
Kevin, why don't you work into the center of the boat and we'll go for the net.
Okay.
I'll have you stand above me.
His pull isn't quite as definite as it was before. I think he's coming in, Ken. Had him up to the boat several times, ready to net him, but every time he'd see the net, he'd take off again. There he comes. Look at that. Look at that. Sure he's weakening. Okay, let's try him on this one, Ted.
You bet.
Okay.
Lift his head. There you go. Pick it up. Get him on the slide.
You want him head first or tail first?
You got him.
All right, you got him.
11, you've got a nice snook here. Party's over.
Okay.
Well, 11, he's a dandy.
Yeah. What do you say weight-wise?
I would give him 30-plus pounds.
Oh, yeah?
35 pounds.
And I said it was about 20. I was off a little bit.
Beautiful color in him.
Yeah.
You betcha.
It's a beautiful Chinook. Kevin did a pretty good job.
And it was great.